Italian female boxer falls to her knees and cries that she abandons fight against Olympic opponent deemed biologically male after just 46 seconds. What I don't understand is the fact that why would you compete in something like this if you know you're disadvantaged? Why not just boycott it? I don't understand why you would abandon it after you have actually competed in it. If you think it is unfair, why would you still compete? Why not boycott it? I I don't know. I don't understand why anyone would do something like this. Why would you do this? If I were in her position, knowing that I was disadvantaged, I would just shed a light on the fact that it is a disadvantage for me and just boycott the game. You would have more support if you were doing that, but apparently no. They would still want to compete. And I guess that's their own fault, right? You can't really blame them. This is the system that is put into place in the Olympics. And if you really want to win, why not just be a biological male and enter, or rather compete in female sports? Then you are almost guaranteed to win. It doesn't matter if you have gone through all the treatments and all that, you still have wider hips, and, or rather, females have wider hips, and I believe men have more explosive muscle tissue. So every punch hits harder, basically. I just I don't understand. There are so many biological differences that are still in place, even if you're going through a treatment like this, to be able to actually compete in a female sport. I just don't understand. We have this other post or article rather from I am yes, you are no. This is a post from X. The people responsible, I want to quote for you this right. The people responsible for allowing a man to compete against a woman should go to jail. I do not agree with this, but I however do think that this should not be allowed. This is total insanity. Female volleyball player 17 left paralyzed with brain damage by transgender opponent who cackled with delight after knocking her to ground. This is just one of the many articles that have surfaced in the later ever since this was allowed, basically, where a biological man could potentially, or rather would, be able to compete against females in female sports. This is not the only story about this. There are many. I don't have more pulled up, but there are stories like this that are surfacing, and it's just incredible that these people, they still support it. They would still compete. They can't say anything about this. They don't boycott the games. Only a handful of them maybe do, and they will get a lot of pushback from the industry, claiming they are bigots or something in the likes of that, which is not true. They understand the differences and they think it's unfair, and rightfully so. Yet these people are ridiculed and called bigots. I don't know, it's interesting to me. So I want to show you this, right? This is after the win in the Olympics. She doesn't even shake hands with her opponent, the biological male from the Algerian team. Now, do you know how much money you would receive if you were to be in first place? You would basically receive a multiple years in one salary, or rather a yearly salary times 5 maybe. That's what you would win for these people, because they come from, well, Algeria isn't really a first world nation, is it? It's more like a third world nation, where the wages are, they are not that good in comparison to what this female from Italy would receive in about 5 years. I have no idea of the actual monthly wage on average in Algeria, but it's not that much. I can tell you that much for sure. And the consequences of this is that these people just want to win because the amount of money that they will receive. And if they just want to win, they will use every advantage they could possibly use. And this is the consequences. This is the consequences of these policies, I guess, these rules set in place. I'll leave it there. See you in the next video.